There's a lot of artists, bro, that ain't shit, dog. Like they think they're bigger than what they are, shit like that.
See,
And
that's what I was gonna ask you, man.
yeah,
What was an artist that you booked that you touched base with, and he was just a shitty motherfucker?
shit, bro. There's like Capone, that fool's a bitch. Like that motherfucker ain't shit. You know what I mean?
You brought him down?
Yeah, we did some shit. Yeah, and he's a little crybaby and shit.
Yeah.
And just
What?
yeah,
Give me some
like
details.
we had a deal where he was like that I would be able to keep some money out of like a percentage from the door because that's what he was gonna. I didn't have to pay him, right? He was like, I'm gonna come down, whatever, and I'll give you a percentage of the door, and blah blah blah.
Uh huh.
And so when it came down to it at the end, he was like, "Oh no, I said a percentage of tickets that you sell, and not the whole door." You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I gave him my Thursday. So my Thursdays, I'm gonna make money whether I bring somebody or not because
It's your
I'll be
day.
DJing. It's my day. I get that money. So
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way because that's not what you said. I would have never booked you
If it was like
if
that.
it was like that. You know what I mean? On some real shit. And then so I was like, okay, well I'm gonna sell tables. You
Uh
know what I
huh.
mean?
And this was Diamond Lil's.
Yeah, Diamond Hills.
What
Yeah,
year was this?
this was like probably like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna sell tables, then you know what I'm saying? So I was selling tables, and one of his artists that was with him or whatever, Capone wasn't even there. I never even met the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
He didn't even perform.
No, he performed. Yeah, he performed, but I mean, I didn't fuck with him. I was already kind of salty at him. I was like, this motherfucker, fuck this dude. I ain't fucking with the sound or nothing. I was, like, all that shit's mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're trying not to let me eat, and the only reason that I was doing it was to let you eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was trying to sell tables, and he wanted a piece of the tables too. Shit. I was
Damn.
like, so I just said, fuck that. And I gave everybody a refund. I was like, y'all can have the tables. I ain't giving this motherfucker no more money. Like,
But the show still went on.
yeah, I let him do the show and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, there people were there to see him, so I'm not gonna, I'm
Right.
not gonna shut the show down. I just let them do their thing, and I'm like, all right, cool. You're on the black book. You don't get to. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Like,
Mr. Capone out of all motherfuckers,
yeah,
huh? And it'd be the like I remember, man. I cast this dude. We got Josh behind the camera, man. Josh Montoya. You remember this guy?
yeah. He looks familiar as fuck, man.
This the guy that fucking robbed y'all, bro, in that Mortal Kombat tournament.
Oh, is that what? Oh, goddamn. Yeah, he beat the shit out of everybody in 5 minutes and left.
And left.
That was the quickest 500 I ever paid out,
bro.
bro. That was, yeah, this motherfucker, I seen him leaving. He was like, what the hell? That was easy.
Yeah, I told him, I tagged him. I was like, hey, bro, that's an easy lick right there for you, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro, because, like, even if there was only 2 or 3 people that are playing, I'm still always, anytime I do those type of events, I'm going to pay out whether I win or lose, you know what I mean? Because it's something that I do to keep shit going at Lyman Lills, you know what I mean? Like, even with the artists, if I'm going to lose, that's why I was kind of telling OMBP to him, I was like, bro, I'm not trying to push this date back.
Right.
Because I like to stay on schedule and deliver, you know what I mean?
Damn
so
right.
I was like, bro, and I can show you the message, I'll lose. Like, I don't care if I win or lose, because they were trying to say that it was to move more tickets.
Yeah.
But it didn't help move no more than what it would have been, you know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
it was still a great show, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I didn't lose my ass, and that's the best part.
Shit, it's all good, man. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I was saying, my boy Josh here, you can ask this dude, man. I used to be a big-time Mr. Capone fan.
Yeah.
Big-time high-powered guy, bro. Fucking all his music, I have posters and stickers and fuck, man. There's nothing you can tell me about this guy. Until I found out he ain't even Raza.
I was gonna say, he's not Mexican, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was so bummed out. I was like, what? This fool's not Mexican? And after that day, bro, I just developed like certain rappers just like ruin shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's why I say never meet your idols. You know what I mean?
Because yeah, man, it's crazy. And then you tell me he's a cooler.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with him, man. And anybody who does business with me knows that I do it only one way, the right way. Mm-hmm. So nobody's gonna talk down on me. Not even that motherfucker can say nothing because I still let him get his money.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? But now you ain't gonna get no more money with me.
Were you a Capone fan?
Nah, man, I never really fucked with him. I know a couple of songs, but I always knew who he was. You know what I mean? I was more Little Rob. I had my little Chicano rap phase that I fucked with, like Little Rob. I fucked with Mr. Sancho. I don't know if you remember Mr. Sancho.
Yes, sir. How can I not?
Night Owl.
Yes, sir. Rest like in peace, Night
Owl. Dark Room Familia.
Yes, sir.
The East Siders.
Yeah.
Shit like that. That's shit I didn't really fuck with Capone, honestly. But I know he had a following, and so that's why I thought I was gonna make some money off that show. That's real shit because I paid, like, all the promo came out of my pocket. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had the promo. I had to make the flyers, the posters, print the shit.
Uh-huh.
All the sound is mine. The
That's a lot of
DJ,
work.
all that shit. Yeah, for me just to be like, oh no, I said just started tickets. You sold. I sold like 5 tickets, but most of my fucking regulars were there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that they would have been there no matter
Your
what,
loyal,
and I would have
your
still,
loyal people.
I still would have got paid. You know what I mean? So I took a loss for that, which I don't give a fuck about all that. But I just don't like when motherfuckers change the narrative. You know, when you say you're
No,
gonna do
bro.
something, you fucking do it, and that's how it is.
That's the worst. I
Yeah.
hate people like that, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was really curious about too, bro. All these artists that you book down here, you pay them out of your pocket.
Yeah.
You don't have no investors, no.
Not till like the last 2 or 3 shows. Mr. Goodbud has been showing me mad love, and
Is one of yours like sponsor you?
Yeah, they sponsored the Davies show. They sponsored OMBPZ, and they also sponsored Gorilla Nems. You know, so I fuck with them because I didn't reach out to them; they reached out to me.
Right.
And they're cool dudes. They're regular. You could tell they're from the culture and shit. And
yeah, that's something I always wondered, man. I was like, man, is Trouble Luck paying out of pocket for you?
No, it's always out of pocket, bro. Like
how much you pay for BPs if you don't mind me asking?
He was 5,500.
5,500 is not bad at all, man.
I would. Yeah, well, and Diamond Lils is not super big, so you can't. There's a budget that I can only spend so much, before I won't make any money there, because only so many people fit.
How much you pay for Capone?
Well, that's where we had a deal to do the split because he was trying to charge me like 6,500 or something. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, who was he with?
He was by himself. Well, he had a couple of artists, but they're just like underground dudes and shit.
Mr. Pinks wasn't there?
No, he was with that dude. What the fuck was that dude? Lazy, the one that was banging with SPM.
Lazy Dub.
Yeah, he was with that
Arizona.
Dude. Yeah, he was with him and another dude. I can't remember what his name was, but it was with those two guys.
Yeah. What you think about that video that came out? Like, what you think about that?
Which one?
Where like SPM calls Carolyn Rodriguez and Lazy Dub picks up talking shit to him. You ain't seen that video?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fuck shit just because it seems like some hater shit to me. Even if you don't fuck with SPM or if you do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Like, I
don't know. You want another beer?
Yeah, I'll take one. Yeah, man, it just seems like some fucking. Almost seems like a gimmick, like they just doing that shit for views because that's what motherfuckers like. They like drama, you know what I mean? Like I can literally post some positive ass shit, and I won't get hardly no love. I mean, I'll get a little bit of love, you know what I mean, from the regular people that show love, but it won't get a lot of love. But I post some negative shit, like a dumbass post, just talking shit, some stupid negative shit, and it'll get more fucking likes and views and shares, and like, so people love that type of dumb shit. That's